Hey everybody, I'm going to do a series of short videos on things my students ought to be doing to do better in their classes. And this first video is on reading your book. Alright, your teacher made you buy a book, probably. And it's probably thick, and it's probably hard to read. If it was easy to read, you wouldn't need your class. So you've got this thick book, and some students are tempted to read through the whole thing cover to cover. I can't do that. I got a PhD in Econ, and I can't do that. I don't think it's useful. What I find more useful is targeted reading. So, for instance, before a lecture, you might read a chapter summary. Why would you read a chapter summary before a lecture? Well, it gives you a big picture. You understand the general view of what your professor's going over, so when they start drawing graphs or doing math on the board, you understand why. And it fits into this broader narrative. Then when you have questions or whatever, you can actually ask instead of just being lost. So that's one piece of advice. Read at least the chapter summary beforehand. The next thing is when you're reading, cover to cover might not be a horrible thing, but don't get stuck on it. Because honestly, there's some stuff in that book you already know. And there's some stuff in that book that you don't. Your time is not equally well spent on both topics. If you already know something, you can probably skip it. And if you are utterly lost on something, that's where you should spend your time. Next thing, when you're reading your book, there's probably examples or check your understandings or little mini quizzes or review questions, all that stuff. Probably worth your while to do them. If you're trying to learn from a book, you're going to need practice because most people can't retain everything they read. It really helps you to break away from the monotony of paragraphs of boring things to instead actively trying to do a boring thing instead. So do the practices. Do the check your understanding stuff. Whatever it is, that will help you to get more out of your book. The last thing I want to say is you're not restricted to just your book. The internet is a wonderful tool. Google it. You will find resources that will complement your book, that will help you to make more sense of it. So you have a book, but YouTube has videos that can help you understand your book. Wikipedia has pages that will help you understand your book, and so on. So yeah, a couple of tips. I hope it's helpful to you. If not, well, too bad. At least the video was short. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in your classes.